So I'm here at the booth of Invictis with Antonio and their racing game Victory: The Age of Racing. It looks a bit arcade-ish, but there's more to it under the hood. So before we go into that, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Antonio Mauro, creative director of Invictis. And yeah, Victory: The Age of Racing is a free-to-play online racing game. We are something in the middle between a casual game and a simulation. We want to appeal both that casual racers that coming from Need for Speed and two casual racers that want something more, and also hardcore racers that love simulation, that wants maybe a game that is easier to play and is more as a casual gameplay with a realistic physics. That's Victory basically.
All right. Before I go into a race, I need a car, and I saw that you could configure your car. What exactly can you do there?
Yeah, absolutely everything, because in Victory there's absolutely no pre-made cars. Every car is user-generated from scratch. What we introduced in this game is what we call the block system. We basically divided the car in 3 different blocks. You can switch them and create your basic shape. With this basic shape, you go to the painting system where you can apply stickers, colorable shapes, combine them, templates, everything. You can spend there from 3 minutes to 3 hours. We have players that are just racing with a white car and players that are recreating exact replicas of Formula 1 from the past, and they have maybe spent their hours. And other than that, every car is described by 6 different attributes, like a role-playing game basically. So you have power, grip, traction, etc. When you level up, you unlock performance points that you can apply on these attributes and change the performance of that particular car. Other than that, you can change the setup of the car for the different tracks, and the different items that you will buy will change both the performance and the static of your car. So the possibilities are really many, and yeah.
Let's expand a little bit on the tracks. What kind of tracks are available?
Right now we have what we call zones that are in practice are zones of the world that shares different tracks. So each zone's got 5 different tracks, and we have now 3 different zones for a grand total of 15 different tracks, completely different from the desert to Antarctica. The different tracks are not like the usual simulation. We don't want to recreate real world racing. We have created something more fantasy, if you want. We felt that we needed to create a racing game that was really different from the rest of the market. So in this game you will never find the usual licensed car and the usual licensed tracks. It's different. You will maybe like it or not, but at least it's very different from the rest of the competition.
Okay, obviously playing by yourself is not as much fun as playing in a large group, so what are the multiplayer functions in the game?
Yeah, we have both single player and multiplayer experience. In multiplayer we have different game modes that you can use when you create or join a server. For example, we have quick race, that is a simple race. The handicap races are a particular mode where if you win, you get an handicap for the next race. If you keep winning, you get a big bonus. You can stack up to 5 different handicaps. So the best players are playing now in the handicap mode because they want that particular bonus. We also have different game modes that resets the performance of the cars. So when you enter that server, every car got the same performance, and it's just up to the driving skills of the drivers. Players love it because you maybe just entered, or you just want to have a real challenge just for your driving skills. You can enter it's called 0 performance point mode, and every car got no performance point at all, so they are basic cars and it's just up to you and your driving skills.
All right, you already mentioned that you buy the different blocks and stuff like that. How do you pay for that?
Yeah, it's important to understand that we developed this game since the beginning for the free-to-play market with the free-to-play business model, but we knew that we needed to develop a game that is fair for the players. So what we did is to introduce for every single item and service in this game got 2 different prices. The first price is the currency that you pay with real money. The second one is the currency that you gain just by playing, so it's completely free. In this game, paying users and non-paying users have access to the same exact items and service, so it's a real free-to-play game.
You already mentioned that you have a good physics model underneath it. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, what we did is to take a very good physics engine that is made by Kunos, that you maybe know. We took that particular engine and we introduced different driving gates based on which controller you use and which class you're driving. So basically you start with the rookie class that is easier to drive, and we introduce different driving gates for that particular class. And if you try the pro class, it's more really similar to a real simulation. What we wanted is to create a game where the driver experience is something like a real simulation, but the gameplay is casual. So this means that we will have maybe less players because not everyone will enjoy this, but we think that core gamers will enjoy this game because they will find what the other arcade games no more offer since decades, I think.
So you've mentioned just that you can play it with different controllers. What kind of controllers and what kind of platforms do you support?
Yeah, we are right now just on PC Windows. That's our main platform. That's the platform perfect for the free-to-play model. So we will think in the future to port the game maybe on Macintosh and on the Xbox, but we don't have yet any plans for that.
And what about controllers?
Yeah, we support every kind of joypads, from other consoles to Xbox controllers, PlayStation controllers, every controllers that got a USB port, we support them. Force feedback is supported. We also support an incredible keyboard input. We work on our keyboard controls since the beginning. We developed an artificial intelligence that knows the tracks and lets you play with the keyboard like a joypad. You have to try it. Its players really love it. I think that we are one of the few racing games that are really enjoyable with just a keyboard. We also are testing now mouse control. This is something in the middle because you steer by moving the mouse, and you have throttle and brake on left and right click. And wheels support are coming next autumn. So
let's talk about availability. Is it available already?
Yeah. We are now in open beta. We are live on victorythegame.com. You can register for free, play for free, come visit us and check the game.
So that wraps up our quick view of Victory, the age of racing. Go to their website and check out the free-to-play game.